Good morning.
So tell us your name and what you do.
Okay, my name is Kamal Tolia. Okay, I have been a headmistress and teacher of chemistry and physics for 37 years. I was in education. I retired about 10 years ago. I'm also a healer. Okay, I do Reiki healing, and since I've retired, I'm very active in that. I'm a Hindu, so I also teach I give study classes. I take study classes of the Holy Bhagavad Gita. That's about me. Okay, I do a lot more other things, but I think it'll take too long. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so today we're talking about karma and reincarnation. Kindly tell us what is karma.
Okay, if I tell you karma and reincarnation just like that, it may not make sense to you. It has to be understood in context with the actual background of it, okay? So we have what is called the Sanatana Dharma, and that is loosely translated, it's the eternal law, okay? And that's the basis of our religion. Now, the Sanatana Dharma has many tenets, okay? One of them is the karmic law, okay? There are many tenets. Number one, that we are all divine. Everyone is divine. Number two, that we are all connected. What I do to me affects you, and what I do to you affects me. And this is the connection with all of creation, okay? So it's not only human beings, it's plants, animals, and everything. So we have that, and therefore we have to be very careful about what we are doing, okay, to everybody and to ourselves, because it comes back to us, okay? So that is the karmic law in a basic nutshell, that as you sow, so you will reap, okay? That's the karmic law, okay?
So when did karma start?
Karma is an eternal, it's part of the eternal law. Eternal means it's always there, okay? The law has been created so that it's since the beginning of time, let's say, okay? Ever since creation was there, because that is what you have to follow, and then you come closer to God, okay?
Yeah. And why does karma exist?
That's a good question. Now, it exists because, like in every field, let's say in a house, right, in a family, we have parents, of course, and they make rules for us, isn't it? And if we break the rules, we pay for it. If we follow the rules, we are fine. So the karmic law is for your soul, is for your spiritual progress. There are certain things which you do and certain things which you don't do. So that's why it exists. If you have to go closer to God, there are things you don't do. For example, you don't hate, you don't have jealousy, you don't kill, and you don't have you don't have non-forgiveness attitude. So the more you forgive, the more compassion you have, the more loving you are, the more understanding and accepting of everything, the closer you are to your divine nature. Remember, you're divine. For you to realize you're divine, you need these laws, because otherwise you'll just go far away from your divinity. That's why the karmic law is essential. It's a law which applies to your soul, okay, your spirit. Okay, does that answer your question?
Yes.
Sort of, okay. Yeah.
So how does karma affect our lives?
It affects our lives greatly, because we are here, and every thought, every action, every word that we speak can either take us away from our divinity or bring us closer to that, okay? So if you just remember this little bit, that I am divine and I have to do things which God would do. Let's put it this way, okay? We've come from God. We are made in the image of God. We are godly, but we don't realize it, and we behave silly, and we do stupid things. So the karmic law is to remind us, okay? So what happens, the more you hate, the more you are greedy, the more you are jealous, these things take you away from your divinity, and you're not at peace. You're not happy. And that's a wake-up call. And it can go even worse, like it can come bounce back to you right away. And then you know, I'm responsible for this. So obviously, if you're responsible, then you do something about it. So that's what the karmic law is very important for us to understand. So you stop hating, you stop being angry, you stop doing all the things which you're not supposed to do, and therefore you'll be in line with your divinity. Now, if I know I'm divine, you know you're divine, everybody else knows divine, and I feel there's divinity everywhere. What's the point of quarreling? What's the point of making noise? You're just as good as me, I'm just as good as you. So the karmic law is actually to make you really behave, live a godly life, which you are supposed to do because you're divine. You're not supposed to do all the things that we are doing. Okay? Right. Okay.